Well, would you look at the time? It's time for more Pokemon. Time for more grinding in the Elite Four. Almost said grounding. Nope, grinding, not grounding. Will we see... Okay, Growl failed. No rest, a little unfortunate. But c'est la vie. Let's see what Cloyster has in store for us today. Are you going to cooperate? Okay, nice. Nice to see that miss. It's always good to see Supersonic miss. Not ecstatic about that crit, but I don't think we lose out too much on that. Give me some withdraw. Want to see... There's a crit. There's the Super Potion. I don't think that's going to be enough. It was not. Well, we're just blazing through Lorelei's team here. Alright, nice crit on that Jinx. Guarantees the kill. I think we're guaranteed that anyways, but no. Better safe than sorry. Throw down Ye Old Slash on the Lapras. Because we don't mess with Lapras. We do not. It's a poor idea. They are apparently psychic. According to, I think it's Yellow's dex, they have telepathy. Which, you know, is a neat thing for a Pokemon to have, I think. Especially a non-psychic type. I mean, you kind of expect that from a psychic type Pokemon, but... I'm trying to think, does Lapras, like, have any psychic moves in its learn set? Can you, like, TM Psychic onto it? That would be bonkers. Blizzard, Surf, Psychic. I mean, you give it Earthquake, it pretty much have the entire, Actually, it's got Body Slam. It's like Blizzard, Surf, Psychic, Body Slam. That'd be fucking scary. That would be a scary moveset. I don't think you could do it, though. Alright, gonna go ahead and throw our money. Cast our pearls before this Hitmonlee. Because we just, we cannot pull our punches against Lorelei. To save our life, apparently. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We have plenty of opportunities to use Payday in the future fights of the Elite Four. Hoping to go... well, hopefully we'll go for a little bit longer today. Have some business to attend to on Wednesday, so I won't be able to stream that day. But I would like to go a little bit longer today and tomorrow, hopefully. That's the wrong move. Shit. It ate my input. Oh well, it all kind of worked out, I guess. It all kind of sort of worked out. We can still run with this. It's fine. It's not ideal, but, you know, it's fine. Hello, Agatha. Pleasure to see you, as always. Go ahead and throw down the wing attack. The traditional wing attack. Right, and then Golbat, we will bite, as we are wont to do. Yeah, we're not too far off in terms of how much money we need for stat boosters. We're really not. I'm hoping by the end of this week we'll have all the stat boosters we need. And then we can spend maybe next week getting everything else we need. Getting ready for Stadium. I mean, definitely by the end of the month, I think, we'll be out of Blue and into Stadium. I'm hoping I am crossing every appendage I can. That will be the case. I anticipate it will be. It's like we have a whole bunch of all these stat boosters. We got a whole bunch. I think maybe even within like 3-ish streams, so even before next week, we could possibly have enough money to buy the remaining stat boosters. So even before the week is up, even missing out on Wednesday, doing some stuff Friday and Saturday. Potentially. Plans can, of course, always change. I mean, for one, this is not my job. I have a real job. You know, things can always go sideways there. I have other responsibilities, but you know, hopefully. I can set aside the time. No hyper potion. A little sad. A little bit sad, but we can roll with this. Set aside the time, do some grinding, get it done. Because we are close. We are close. And the grind for TMs will not be nearly as long as the grind for the stat boosters. We have spent untold hours grinding the Elite Four for money over and over to get these stat boosters. It's almost coming to an end. You know, it hasn't been a 100%, perfectly efficient system. Not a big fan of agility there. Would rather see barrier. Hyper potion, okay. Got another chance here. Give me the barrier. Nope, we're just gonna crit you. Okay. There's barrier. There's barrier! Too little, too late, I think, though. No, not quite. Okay. That worked out. That worked out perfectly. Alright. There's Lance down. And on to Big Guy. I mean, if I really wanted to be, 100%, as efficient as possible, I would have bought all these stat boosters before I did any grinding for levels. It's a little bit more efficient if you do it that way, in terms of EV gains. Because the stat boosters are basically just bonus EVs. That's essentially what they are. They're like 10 or so bonus EVs per the relevant stat. And if you've already, grinded for EVs, you can't use as many of them as if it's a fresh Pokemon, if that makes any sense. But I figure it's fine. We can work with it. We can try and make this work. Do also have to take some field trips around Kanto, around some of the various dungeons, to make sure I've got all the PP ups I want. Which is to say, all of them. That shouldn't take terribly long. I think I've got either a third or like half of them. Would have to check. I think I may or may not have one in the PC at the moment. At this point, I think I am kind of leaning towards giving 2 to Pasha for Seismic Toss, 2 to Flechette for Thunder, and 2 to Dionysus for Solar Beam. Just since those 3... Well, 2 of those, it's their only attacking move, so I want to make sure I have power points for them. And then, for Flechette, I want to make sure, because Thunder isn't, it's not the most inaccurate move, but it's not terribly accurate. So I want to make sure we don't run out by just missing. I mean, granted, given how glassy Jolteon kind of is, it'd probably faint before that happened. So I guess then the question is, do I give Pasha and Dionysus 3 each? I think I can do that. I don't know, worth considering. Worth considering how I want to split that. Anyways, that's what time it is again. Back to the Elite Four and their big old butt. Alright. Let's see rest. Let's get some rest. No rest. Gonna use takedown apparently. It's fine. We can work with it. It's a-okay. Now let's not see Supersonic. Can you do that for me? You know, that's not Supersonic, so, you know. Wish granted, I suppose. Arguably the least annoying move you could use. Of course, you gotta get the max roll on it. Of course. Why would you not? Why would you not get the max roll on that? Alright, there's the Cloister down. Let's see what Slowbro decides to do. We have several options, Slowbro. They're all bad. Okay, we're gonna crit it. Use the Super Potion. I don't think that's enough to save you. Nope. Unfortunate. And make up a little on this Jinx. Still got quite a few paydays to use, though. Some rather unoptimal payday luck today so far. Nothing terribly catastrophic, but not ideal, all the same. And I'm gonna let you stay in here, think about what you did, and I will be back in 10-15 minutes to do this all over again with you. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes here in Pokemon Blue. That's the way it goes here in Pokemon Blue when you decide you're not using exploits. It's what I get. It's what I get. I made my bed. I have to lie in it now. You get to watch. And Dobby was watching. Full disclosure, do not care about Harry Potter in the slightest. Everything I know about Harry Potter I learned from My Immortal. So, take that as you will. Can you imagine wearing a t-shirt that said that? Like to Universal or something. Everything I know about Harry Potter I learned from My Immortal. I would get that on a t-shirt, I think. I've gotten dumber t-shirts. I have gotten dumber t-shirts. I remember a few years ago, a friend of mine got me a gift card. And so I decided, I'm going to use this to buy the stupidest shirt that I can find. So I found this red t-shirt in white text. It says, Hail Foghorn Leghorn. Oof, that's a hit. Oh, there's submission. He took himself out. Good job, buddy. Good job, Bruno. How could you lose? It's a mystery! It is a mystery. Excuse me while I have an egg. Or two. I think two we might need. No, just one. Egg is mighty. The egg is mightier than the wrestler, I suppose. Boxer, perhaps? I suppose that's more of a wrestling move, isn't it? Submission kind of implies grappling, so I suppose that's wrestling. Hitmonchan is the boxer. Got your boxer, you got your kickboxer, and you've got your wrestler. When are we gonna have a nunchuck Pokemon? It doesn't have hands, it just has nunchucks. Alright, but fighting grass-type Pokemon, where it's a nunchuck made out of, like, a vine and, like, a stick. That'd be pretty sick, I think. Could have, like, a whole line of them. Like, dual, like, fighting and, like, different, like, elemental types with different weapons. That'd be slick, I think. Alright, will we miss this fly, though? Will we miss this fly? It can happen. It can. It didn't. I'm glad it didn't. Make no mistake, I am very glad it did not miss. So we're through with Agatha once again. Now it's time to throw lots of money at Lance's Pokemon. We do actually need to throw a whole lot of money at Lance's Pokemon today. Or this time through. I mean, today, yes. Throughout the entire day, we will be throwing quite a quantity of money at Lance's Pokemon. Lance gets a whole bunch of money thrown his way. It's a fun time. How else do you think he affords that game? Right, so just slash the Gyarados. In theory, I suppose I could use Payday on it instead. I don't know if I want to risk that, though. Don't know if I want to. I mean, then again, it's like I can risk it on that Gyarados or on the rival's Gyarados. Okay. Gonna get 2 hits on this Dragonair. That's acceptable. I can live with that. What does Dragonair the second have in store for us? It's a one-shot. Lovely. Wonderful. I love when that happens, he lied. Well, you know, Dragonite could always play nice. That could always happen. It always has the potential to happen, doesn't it? Alright, Buckaroo. What you got? What you got for me? Gonna use Barrier? Nope, gonna use Hyper Beam. So you've kind of screwed yourself over here. Oh, you're just gonna crit. Okay. Okay. So we got a whole hell of a lot of paydays to use still. Okay. Okay. That was, some bad luck on that. You know, Barrier wouldn't have even saved us there because we got that crit. Unfortunate. It's okay. It's okay. We can move on. We can continue on. Big guy has a whole bunch of Pokemon we can throw money at. Whenever he decides to shut the fuck up. Thank you. Thank you for that. Now, will we get the mirror move? It's always an open question. Let's see it. There we go. A bonus payday, just for us. How very magnanimous of you, big guy. Very thoughtful. Alright. So we'll have 3 paydays after we take care of the Spoon Man here. I think we'll use 1 on Executor, and then 1 on Executor, 2 on Gyarados. That's how we'll do it. Meanwhile, just gonna use Surf on this real quick. No big deal, no big deal. Ironically, it can itself learn Surf. I think the one we've got does actually know Surf. That's always kind of a bonus, putting these teams together for Stadium. And not duping TMs. It comes down to what can learn Strength, what can learn Surf. Alright, we're not giving you the chance to use that again. Don't want to start playing Jethro Tull on my Pokeflute. I don't want to deal with the copyright strikes. Thank you very much. It's a good coverage move. It is. If you've got like a normal type Pokemon, it takes care of rock types that resist normal type attacks. It lets you hit ghost types. Not all that well, but you can do it. You can actually hit them, as opposed to, you know, not hitting them with normal type attacks. We got that extra 122 Pokebucks from the Pidgeot using Mirror Move, and from Mirror Move using Payday. Okay. Back again. We're doing it again. We're not stopping. Hopefully not too many more streams of this, though. I reckon probably within 2 weeks. So within this week and next week, we should be done. Maybe even a little bit earlier if we decide to really grind things out. Go for longer sessions. We'll see what's what. We will see. We are actually most of the way there. The grind for stat boosters is has been absolutely torturous. There's rest. Wonderful. Alright, so I need you to not crit this. Nice. So we get 3 paydays out of this dugong. It's not much. Doesn't sound like much for sure, but, you know. It's one we don't have to use later. Now I want you to not use Supersonic. Alright, that's not Supersonic. That's fine. Hopefully you don't roll too many hits. 3's not the worst. Not the best, but not the worst. Alright, Slowbro. My dude. Would you use Withdraw? Alright, to be fair, that was not your fault. My cat, it just had the bloodlust. It could not stop killing. So I'm gonna chalk that one up as being my bad. Yeah. It's okay. It's alright. We can work with it. Just slash the Lapras. Wish we could slash those prices. 9,800 a pop. Not even one fight with one of the Elite Four members will pay for one of them. That's how expensive these fucking things are. I said this would be without exploits, and we're doing this without exploits. Oh dear, are we doing this without exploits? But you know, once we're done, we can say we've done it, and then we never have to do it again. I don't know if there's an item duplication glitch in Stadium 2, but if there is, I'm fucking using it. I don't give a shit anymore. Not Stadium 2, Gen 2, I should say. If we do this in Gen 2. I mean, theoretically, we could do this in Gen 1 instead, and then transfer them over to Stadium 2. But I don't know why I would want to do that. It's not really in keeping with the spirit of what that playthrough would be, I think. Now, if we ever do something with Gen 2, we're going to be using the Gen 2 Game Boy games, or Game Boy Color games, I should say. I don't think they're Game Boy games. I think they are Game Boy Color at that point. I know Crystal is for sure. I'm pretty sure Gold and Silver also are Game Boy Color, and not Game Boy. The classification of those is kinda confusing, because there are Game Boy games that you can play in the Color. But there's also Game Boy Color games that I think you can still play on the Game Boy. But there's some Game Boy Color games you can only play on the Color. So a little bit confusing there. That's if I remember right. I could just be wrong. That's a distinct possibility. It's a likely one, too. Right. Bring in Fulcrum for his one fight. His singular fight in the Elite Four. It's okay, he does a good job at it. He really does. He is a credit to the team. Also, he has Fly, so he gets us here in the first place. So there you go. Very, very valuable member. I think it's wild, too. I don't think any of the Pokemon on the actual Stadium teams know Fly. I don't think there's even any Flying-type Pokemon on any of them. I decided I'm not using the Legendaries. Legendaries are for weenies, And I know some of the computer trainers do use them. I don't think any of them use Mewtwo, but I think there's one or two that use, like, Mew. There's some that use, like, the legendary birds. But, you know, we're not about that. We're not about that. It's not how we roll. There's no panache in just bringing, like, a bunch of overpowered legendary Pokemon and being like, you know, just wrecking house with those. Because they're designed to wreck house. That's what they're there to do. They're powerful by design. I think it's just a better display of strategic acumen to take something that shouldn't work, a more common Pokemon, and then make it work. I mean, I'm only using these you know, rare fossil Pokemon. This first three here, they're only here to get money, and then Pasha's on this team for soft-boiled. But yeah, do not care for using Legendaries. Do not care for the way they're often portrayed, where it's like, oh, you're a very special boy who got the attention of Suicune, and you're magic and shit. No, I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude going through the world, making my way. I like more everyman protagonists. I know, you know, granted, I'm probably not the target audience for these games anyways. You know, these are children's RPGs. And I'm sure the whole thing of a chosen one, like a special chosen one with a special destiny, I'm sure that appeals to children more. I'm sure it does. Than the idea of just the everyman protagonist. So I'm not going to harp on, you know, too harshly about it. I mean, some stuff just appeals to children more. That's the way it is. It's what it's designed for. I'm not going to fault it for that. But just generally speaking, that's something I want to try and embody a bit in what I'm doing here. So I feel like, too, there's not as much challenge if you're allowing yourself to use, like, the overpowered legendaries. Like, using fucking Mewtwo would be... Using Mewtwo against Mewtwo would be kind of funny. But... I feel like that's kind of cheap. Gotta stunt on Mewtwo a bit. I mean, the teams I'm using, especially for the versus Mewtwo and, like, Prime Cup Gym Leader Castle team, they're all still great Pokemon. They really are. They're all very powerful. Alright, so we do get... Using that Hyper Potion does not take up that turn of recharging. So he's got to recharge now. Get one more shot of Payday in. And Agility. Alright, we're at 3 Payday. Go ahead and use Slash. You're all set. I think I am going to use Soft Boiled, though. Do not want to risk... It's very unlikely, but you can Gen 1 miss with Payday, and I don't want to do that on Alakazam especially. Alakazam is scurry. And Alakazam is unfortunately close to us. We can't trade for it. Unless we do some, you know, using more than one cart shenanigans. But we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're doing this with one cartridge of one Game Boy Pokemon game in an overclocked Game Boy. We are using Abra, though. We are using Abra and Ghastly as well. For Petit Cup. They are great candidates for it. So, I mean, if you can't get the full evolution... Well, there's a crit. Damn. Oh well. There are other mons we can use that on. Hello, Alakazam. Have some coin. Go ahead and use Surf on the Rhydon, as one does. But yeah, Ghastly, Abra, great candidates for Petit Cup. Since, you know, we can't use the fully evolved forms anyways, may as well just use the base forms. Because they're still really strong. They still have, you know, sky-high special stats. And they're both really fast. May as well make use of them, you know? Go ahead and use Slash on you. I think we'll use Payday on Gyarados. It's the least aggravating Pokemon to use Payday on. Executor has Hypnosis. Charizard has Fire Spin. Not a fan of Fire Spin. Well, not a fan of Fire Spin on, you know, opposing Pokemon. Got a Ninetales with it. Fire Spin and Toxic. Sure to be quite an aggravating combination. In retrospect, possibly Rapidash might have been a better candidate for that. It's a bit faster, but its special is also a bit lower. So it's a bit of a trade-off. But I feel like, one, I like Ninetales more. And two, you know, it's taking advantage of the exclusivity in Blue. Like, it's a Blue exclusive Pokemon. And I'm playing Blue, so why not use it? You're in the right order. Very good. We'll head in, put on a save, and run through once again. Gotta rake in that cash as much as we can. We're going for broke in our quest for cash. Okay, can we get the rest? Something interesting, too, is that in Stadium, every trainer has 6 Pokemon. Well, except for, you know, Mewtwo, of course. Mewtwo is just Mewtwo. But Mewtwo only really needs Mewtwo. But every trainer has 6 Pokemon. But in these games, all the Elite Four members, they only have 5. So they've got to add in a Pokemon for every Elite Four trainer. And that's not counting, you know, I think people like Bruno. Well, Bruno, Agatha, and Lance actually all have duplicates. It's kind of funny, Lorelai's the only Elite Four trainer with no duplicates on our team. Bruno's got the 2 Onix, Agatha has 2 Gengar, and Lance has 2 Dragonair. It's kind of interesting, actually. It's the only Elite Four member with absolutely no duplicates. It's the first one. Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Super Potion? I don't think that's enough. Especially not when we crit. Alright, so with our attack dropped, we cannot consistently one-shot this Jinx. This Jinx knows Ice Punch. Ice Punch is scary. We don't want to mess with Ice Punch. We would prefer not to. So we won't. We'll use Slash. Slash crits a lot. Crits ignore stat changes. We should be good. Lorelai is very cross that we have beaten her yet again. I mean, it's not anything new. We've done this hundreds of times probably by this point. Like multiple hundreds, I would think. Maybe not quite that much, but a good amount. A good amount of fights with the Elite Four. I don't think the Game Freak dev team thought anyone would be that crazy to just keep doing these fights over and over. I need the money, though. I need it. I need the cash. I need them dollary dues. I need all of those Poke dollary dues. Alright, swap in for Sheridan. As is our birthright. Throw down the surf. Wetten the turf. Take advantage of that very low special and 4 times weakness to water. Kind of unfortunate, it has, I think, 2 4 times weaknesses, since it's rock ground. Alright, let's use the right move on this Machamp. Imagine that. Alright, we got Focus Energy. Very famously bugged move that lowers your crit rate. I believe it's fixed for Stadium, but we're still not taking advantage of that. Don't think we actually have any Mons that would need to take advantage of Focus Energy. We have Pokemon that use high crit rate moves. We've got a Victory Bell that knows Razor Leaf. We've got a Bulbasaur that knows Razor Leaf. I don't know if... No, Dugtrio does no Slash. Dugtrio does no Slash. So it's not just Razor Leaf. We do have someone with Slash. I don't think anyone knows Karate Chop. I believe that's also a high crit rate move. I think that's it. I could be wrong. Probably am. But I think that's the only, like, extra crit rate moves that we've got on our teams. I mean, I could open up the spreadsheet and check, but I don't really care to right now. Don't switch. For Arbok and Gelad at Tanagra. Then, the traditional fly against the level 60 Gengar. We hit it! Nice. Lovely. We didn't miss and get, like, confused. Would have been unfortunate if that happened. But it didn't, so I'll take it. Swap you in. Heal you up. Take advantage of the egg. Our lovely, lovely egg. Do enjoy myself a good egg. Though I don't like undercooked eggs. I don't trust them. Where I live, those are not guaranteed safe. So, gotta make sure they're cooked. Hard boiled is what I prefer ideally. Pain in the ass to peel them, though. Tried many, many methods of it. Never found one that I really vibed with. Something would always go wrong when I tried it, no matter what method I used, so probably a skill issue. I've probably just got a hard-boiled egg skill issue. Which, you know, isn't the worst thing in the world to be bad at. Like, if you gotta be bad at something, it's not the terrible thing to be bad at. He said, trying to convince himself that that wasn't absolutely pathetic. It's cool, though. It's cool. Doesn't hurt anybody but me. Right, there's a Hyper Potion on that Dragonair. I think if we get 2 paydays on this... Yeah. We actually don't need to use payday on the Dragonite. Wonderful. You just slash it. Kill it dead. First, a word from our sponsors. Aerodactyl. He looks like he's got something to say. He really does. He looks like he's really got something on his mind that he wants to share with you. Too bad. Right, and then Slash. And that's it for Lance for this run-through. We will be back. We shall return. Make no mistake. We will be back. After Lance finally shuts up. He rubbed off on Big Guy, I think. Big Guy's taken after Lance in terms of monologuing. Who just can't shut the fuck up. It's tragic. And before I should shut the fuck up. Okay, will we get the mirror move? Always an open question. Well, that's a crit. It didn't kill it though, so I'll take it. I will take it. My attack's not too bad. We can deal with it. Give some coinage to Mr. Alakazam here. Quite the jaunty mustache you've got. I appreciate a good mustache. From one stash wearer to another. I tip my metaphorical hat to you, sir. Right, and then we just slash all the way home. Just like one of the 3 little pigs. We go wee 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 all the way home. Gotta go through all the menus just to say, no, we're good. We're all good here. We don't need to switch. Not need to stop and swap. There's a game I can play on stream someday. Banjo-Kazooie. Did not actually have that as a kid. A friend of mine was real big into it. He had a few games, actually, that I didn't have. Like, he had Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, DK64, but also Star Fox 64 I didn't have as a kid. I've got a 3D now, the 3DS. I mean, I played Star Fox 64 on emulator before that. Excuse me, an overclocked Nintendo 64. Pardon me. Really dug the, the memes back in the day. The Star Fox 64 memes. Do a barrel roll and what have you. Use bombs wisely. Use the boost to get through. Didn't save there, but you should be okay, right? We should be fine. We can save after it. We can save after this fight. Just kind of walked in and started doing my business then and there. I was eager. I was eager to throw down. Got the bloodlust. Okay, got Aurora Beam. Got a crit, no attack drop. That's fine. That's A-okay. Got a big old payday. Not a fan of Supersonic. Still went through though, I'll take it. Not the combination of moves I wanted to see. Now, annoyingly, Lorelei, yep, can interrupt the clamp to use a super potion, and then continue the attack like nothing ever happened. Okay, Payday's still going through. Even got a nice crit. It's actually not too bad of an outcome. Depends on what Slowbro wants to do, if it wants to use Growl or not. You're no longer confused. Take it. Okay, Growl failed. Would have preferred withdraw. Okay, now you use it. Fine. Not too bad. We got a few paydays out of you. Did not get our attack dropped, so we can use one more against Jinx. Just for good measure. Even got ourselves a lovely little crit. A happy little crit. Alright, and like that, we're done. We'll save in the next room, I think. I think I want to heal up just in case. Just in case. I'm going to be saving for the first time, I think, maybe ever, in Bruno's room. Go ahead and do our traditional positioning. Alright. You know, I do kind of wonder, actually. I was considering, for Gen 2, doing Vietnamese Crystal, and then importing those into Stadium 2. But Stadium 2 won't read Vietnamese Crystals wrong. But I wonder... You actually missed that Surf. That's fine. Rage is a baby move. It did literally... It did 1 damage. Didn't even make a dent in the health bar. I wonder if I could trade from Vietnamese Crystal to another compatible Gen 2 Game Boy game and then move things over to Stadium 2. I wonder if that would work. I would definitely have to look into that. I don't know if that would work. It could. I suppose it might be possible. But I feel like if Vietnamese Crystal won't connect to Stadium 2, that it won't connect to another Game Boy Color game that will connect to Stadium 2. I think that might be worth investigating, though. Might be worth investigating. I'll have to remember that. To do some investigation. So I feel like if I was going to do Gen 2, that would be a way to spice things up a little. Maybe, I don't know, it would be even more annoying. That's possible too. It's certainly a possibility. I could just be more annoying. It's fine though. It's fine. I'm having a good time. Despite the repetition of the grind. A good time is being had. It's nice to build towards something. So swap you in for Agatha. I mean, I'll level with you. I'd rather not just do, you know, this again, but it's Gen 2 now. So I feel like that's like the default expectation. I'm just gonna go through the same old rigmarole, except it's Gen 2 now instead of Gen 1. I don't want to be that predictable if I can help it. I don't just want to do, like, the predictable, like, you know, if someone was going to do a challenge run of one of these games, what would they do? I'm going to do something a little off the beaten path if I can. I mean, like, anyone can play through a Pokemon game, right? But I haven't really seen too many people, like, go through this whole process. Probably because, you know, it involves doing all this. It is lengthy if you decide to not take advantage. Shit. Okay, everyone missed. It's fine. You decide to not take advantage of the various exploits that lessen this grind. You know, it's something I think that's fairly unique I can do. Which I feel is more worthwhile, doing something unique, than just doing something hard. Because there's that extra step of, like, devising something new. Or maybe it's not as hard, but, you know, the fact that you took that extra step when others don't, I feel there's value in that, you know? It's like playing a hard piece of music versus writing a less difficult but still new piece of music. Like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of people nowadays who could play, like, I don't know, Stevie Ray Vaughan. There's a whole bunch of people who are like, oh, I could play, like, whatever Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan played. But could you have written it? That's the thing. That's the question. Maybe you can play it if you know what it is, but could you have come up with it? And, you know, not to blow, you know, too much smoke up my own ass, we are literally talking about... we're talking about playing video games here. Let's not get carried away. But that's the kind of value I want to try and add. Where it's not just something difficult, it's something novel. That's where my focus more is. I very much admire novelty in things. And we'll put up with a bit of loss in quality. It's something novel. Gives me a great appreciation for jank and janky things. I don't think we actually need to use Payday on this Dragonite. I think we have 3 power points, so I think we can just slash it. Let's take a look. Yep, we're at 3. We'll just slash this once and bring it down. Wonderful. Hopefully we don't one-shot this Pidgeot, huh? That can happen. That can happen. It's rather unfortunate when it does. But, you know, hopefully we're going to get the best-case scenario, where we get 2 shots on the Pidgeot, and it gets to use Mirror Move. That could be... that'd be a good time. That'd be a grand old time. Love to see it. Be magnificent. Alright, big guy. My dude. My dude. Wing attack. Okay. That's fine. I didn't want mirror move anyways. We'll just give our coinage to the spoon man here. And swap over right quick for the right on. Same as it ever was. We have very much refined how these fights go over the course of this run. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I will be kind of glad when we can just leave it behind. Do have a love for Genwun Pokemon, but at some point we just gotta put it down, be done with it. Can you imagine though doing like a stadium run where you get like full completion with every Pokemon? That'd be no. I would not doing that. Never, never, ever. Don't wanna. I don't wanna. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing any catch-em-all stuff. That either involves exploits or trades. I don't really want to do either of those. Now, I'm not much one for speedrunning. A lot of respect for people who do it, you know, dedication and all that, but not my thing. Not really my thing. Thought about it once or twice. There's only maybe 2 games in all of existence I would ever even consider speedrunning. Very diametrically opposed games, too. But also a bit on the shorter side. In terms of, you know, in the grand scheme of things. Okay. Back at it again, Lorelei. Don't know for sure how many runs I want to do today. As many as I'm willing to stuff into my pockets, I guess. There's a crit. Always a lovely way to start out your run. Gotta make sure I don't throw out my voice too much. Oof, supersonic. I will need that later. Alright, not a great start. Just doing victory laps on us at this point. Jerk. You jerk. You're gonna get 5 hits. You got 4. Super Potion? Super Potion? Oh, okay. That felt like a fucking eternity. Oh, did that feel like a fucking eternity. Withdraw? Withdraw! Yay! That's what I want to see. More withdraw. Nope, we got a crit. Of course. Of course. We get the move we want, and then we crit. I am disappointed. Mercury, I am disappointed. Alright, we'll just get this fight over with. We can make it up in, like, Lance or something, I think. Depending on how the dragons decide to treat us today. Well, I say today. I should specify during this specific run. Today would encapsulate all the runs we're doing today. I figure I want to try and do as many as I can today and tomorrow to make up for not doing anything on Wednesday when I normally would. Unfortunately, have some important meat space business to attend to. Alright. And not the fun kind of meat space business, let me tell you. Obligations, responsibilities, all that good stuff. But it should only be for that day this week. Unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong. Go ahead and throw down the payday for you! And swap ourselves out. Give him the surf. Give him the surf. Don't give him the surf. Cool down those pork chop sandwiches. Stop all the downloading. Help computer. Showing my age there. It's fine. I can't imagine young children would be terribly interested in watching this. Have to imagine any audience I do have probably skews a bit older. Honestly, I've got no interest whatsoever making any kind of content orientated towards children. Don't care to do it. Don't care to play the games that children would be interested in. Never played Minecraft, never probably going to. Don't really care to play, or even try Fortnite. It killed Unreal Tournament, so I still bear a bit of a grudge. You know, Unreal Tournament, despite being, in my opinion, not as good as Quake 3, still a fine, fine game. It's still a fine, fine series. So, unfortunate, the newest one will never ever truly see the light of day. You can get it on Epic still, I think. You can download it, but it's never going to be finished. It's just going to sit there and rot. Because Fortnite's making the bucks. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. Yeah. I would say Quake is the better deathmatch game, but Unreal Tournament might be more fun and like a LAN party. Just because there's so many options. Like, Quake 3 is just so fine-tuned to do one thing. Whereas, I feel like there's more potential to just kind of have more casual fun with Unreal Tournament. Though personally, something I would have loved to see is, I want to talk about, really customizable multiplayer FPS. Would have loved to see a real, PC port of Perfect Dark. God, can you imagine playing that at, a LAN? Just all the bevy of different weapons and options and game modes. Different kinds of bots. You could literally have a team deathmatch, right, with 2 teams, but with one additional team that's just one really hard bot whose goal it is to go around and disarm everybody. Not even kill everybody, just disarm people and take away weapons. And you can give that bot Shigeru Miyamoto's face. So you've got literally just this gunfight going on, and Shigeru Miyamoto running around just taking away, confiscating everybody's weapons. You can do that. You can do that. The game will let you do that. It's great. It's rather unfortunate that Perfect Dark kind of got sandwiched between GoldenEye 007 and then Halo. I feel like if Halo hadn't quite been as big... Well, I think Perfect Dark 2 came out a little too late in the 64's life cycle. Might have been better as a GameCube game, actually. If they had waited, another year. Or even just a few months. I feel like if Perfect Dark had come out on the GameCube instead of the 64... I don't know. Probably going to upset some people. I do think Perfect Dark is better than, say, Nightfire. I mean, Nightfire's a fine game. Don't get me wrong. It's a perfectly fine game. It's got its own merits. But I still feel like Perfect Dark kind of outdoes it. It just gives you so much freedom, and doesn't give a shit what you decide to do with all that freedom. Oh, you want to use, you want to have a sniper rifle that shoots through walls and has an X-ray scope? Yeah, fuck it, go ahead. No big deal. No big deal. You can have it. You can have it. Fucking just bonkers. Some of the ideas they stuffed into that game. Oh, you want a submachine gun that can double as a sentry turret? Have one. Fuck it. You want an assault rifle whose secondary fire is you throw it on the ground and it's a proximity mine now? Fuck it. You can have that. You want the RCP-90 from GoldenEye that also has a cloaking device built in? Fuck it. You can have that. It's just unapologetically bonkers. And it's great. Ah, no mirror move. I wish it did better. I wish it hadn't, lived as much in GoldenEye's shadow. And again, you've got Time Splitters as well that kind of fell into the same hole, I guess. Where it's got a whole lot of extra, bonus stuff. A lot of really fun stuff to play with in multiplayer. But it wasn't Halo. It wasn't Halo. And so it died. It became a cult game. Nope, swap please. Do not eat my inputs. That would be very unfortunate if that happened. I believe we are out of paydays. Yes. Perfect Dark, the Time Splitters games. Wish though had gotten a bit more attention. But if they had, would they have stayed, true? Would they have stayed true to their vision? Or would they have changed to, or would they have changed? to, you know, suit a more general audience. I don't know. Maybe it's better this way. Maybe it's better. They're cult classics. Not the massive juggernauts that say, you know, Halo and, I don't know, Call of Duty are. That could be a fun thing to do, though. Do like the Perfect Dark, like multiplayer challenges. Got the mouse and keyboard set up for that. So that should be barrels of fun. Thinking too about doing a like a sort of playthrough of the main game, like using maybe Marquis of Queensberry rules, so everyone only has their fists. Bringing along like the pugilist bot, having fun with that. I feel like that could be a fun playthrough of Perfect Dark. So like, oh, doing like a dark license to kill kind of thing. It's too obvious, you know? I feel like that's a bit too obvious. So let's do everyone's unarmed. That did some damage. That did some damage. Oh no, it's this. It's this again. No! Alright, so we're confused, and we've got one growl on us. So we actually want Slowbro to use his... God fucking damn it, dude! Will you stop just killing these things immediately? Use the super potion. Use the fucking super potion. Ah, damn. Oh, this has gone interestingly. Like herding cats. Damn, that's a whole lot of paydays we still gotta use. Yeah, Marquis of Queensberry rules for the campaign. We'll be doing like challenge runs in multiplayer. Like the 30 challenge, like multiplayer scenarios, I guess you'd say. Could be a fun time. Don't know if I want to do that next though. Got something else planned for like a YouTube series that's kind of in that vein. Already doing an FPS for that. So I don't know if I want to do another FPS on stream. So soon after that. We'll see how it goes though. Got a couple different YouTube only things planned. Because there's just some things that I feel would be better suited to a YouTube series than live streaming them. Like stuff where there's more like discrete, like doing a run of a level in a video. I feel like that's more suited to something like YouTube than something more continuous like this. We'll see where things take us, though. Maybe we'll do one more run after this today. That might be our plan. Should have quite a bit of money after that. Can spend it all in one place. Spend it all literally in one place. Absolutely lovely. Got coins scattering everywhere. Got the X defend, making its triumphant return. Always a pleasure to see that. Not quite enough to save you there, but, you know. It's not you using submission and getting a crit on it and almost killing us. So, you know what? I'll take it. Go ahead and heal up now. Get it out of the way. You in front. And confront Agatha. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Haven't gotten too much bad luck with Agatha yet. It could still happen. It is still definitely a distinct possibility. Go ahead and throw down a big old bite. Another wing attack. Just dump a whole bucket of chicken wings on its head. The true wing attack. Almost lunchtime. Figure we'll do, yeah, one more run through the Elite Four, do some shopping, and call it a day. Get some lunch. Some leftover chicken tacos. Tried recently making them in the slow cooker using chicken thighs instead of... I usually use like ground turkey for the meat and tacos, but yesterday we forgot the ground turkey, but we had some leftover chicken, like frozen chicken thighs, so I'm like, you know what, we'll try using that. And it actually turned out better than the ground meat, I feel. All set. So I think I'll do that going forward. Maybe swap in breasts instead of thighs, since they're a bit of a leaner cut. But we'll see. I mean, I can just trim the fat off. That's always a thing that I can do. Just a bit more extra effort. And it's darker meat, too. And I kind of prefer darker meat. Around Thanksgiving, do not like the white meat on the turkey so much, but the dark meat, give me the dark meat. Give it to me. Give it to me now. No hyper potion. It's okay. I'll take 2 hits. Payday. I'll take it. I can live with that. See what Dragonair the Second has in store. Right. Potential for a 3-hit here. Let's see. Alright, we've got it. Nice. Hyper Beam here, which ironically for both these Dragonairs I think actually does less damage than Dragon Rage unless it crits, which it did there. Bit of an irony there, Dragon Rage doing more damage than Hyper Beam. I will never not find that funny. We'll see what Dragon Knight has in store for us this time. See if he wants to be a good boy and use Barrier. see it. Let's see it. It's not what I wanted to see. It's not. Hyper Potion. I think it's all going to work out, actually, though. Yeah, we need just one more payday, and then Slash. And then we're good. There's the barrier. Okay. Alright, buddy. Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, buckaroo. Good job. Good job. You did a good job. Alright. Definitely gonna use an egg here, I think. Go ahead and throw down a big old soft boiled, possibly two. Lost a lot of health in that. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just need one egg. One good egg, that's all I need. Alright, big guy. Can you make me happy? Can you do it? Do you have it in you? Apparently my cat does not have it in him. Apologies. That one's not on you. Not completely, at least. You could, you know, train up your fucking Pokemon. You know? I'm surprised there is no, like, round 2, like, thing. Big guy. Or, like, any trainers, really. It's all the same fights. Here, I'll just use that remaining payday on the Gyarados. Don't want to bother with the Executor of the Charizard too much. Don't want to give it a chance to retaliate. They've got some annoying moves. So we'll just use it on Gyarados. Gyarados isn't really scary. It's got Dragon Rage. It's nothing really to fear. Then there was one. My friend and yours, Charizard. Well, I will level with you. I do think Squirtle is my favorite Gen 1 starter. Squirtle Squad was actually the very first, I think, piece of Pokemon media I ever encountered in my life. Just flipping channels one day, and there's Squirtle Squad on, I think, Cartoon Network or something. I'm like, oh, what's this? And boom, that's where I learned about Pokemon, I think. If I remember right. So, much love for the Squirtle Squad. Squirtle Squad we will not be encountering, really, in this game. Alright. One more time, through the Elite Four today. I've got quite a bit of money, actually, piled up. I'm liking it. It's a good omen. It is a most wonderful omen to see. Means that hopefully the grind for the TM money isn't going to take too terribly long. Because TMs are a lot cheaper than stat boosters, by and large. Alright, 3 hits on Spike Cannon, not too terrible. Super Potion? Super Sonic, you would, wouldn't you? Super Potion? Okay. Alright. Doing this. There's the Super Potion. It's quite the combination. Used... Hurt ourselves again. Another Clamp. Just will not let up. Alright, there's the hit, finally. Another Super Potion. Use no more. As annoying as that was, we did get some more paydays out of it. As annoying as that was. We did get some mileage out of it. Amnesia would prefer withdraw. Not the worst outcome. Definitely going to use soft willed after this. Do not want to chance Bruno. Did not want to chance that submission on Bruno. Go ahead and throw down the one, the only Slash. Have a little egg break. Okay. We made it through that. We made it through the Eternal Clamp. Quite the potent combination. Supersonic then Clamp. You know, when it goes off well. And we need to swap Pokemon. Don't forget about that. Don't be silly. Get the correct Pokemon out front. And having too good of a day to make mistakes now. Right, throw down that Surf. Nice and easy. Trying to miss this time, huh? And it's a rare Genwun miss. It can happen on almost every move with 100 accuracy. Does not happen on Swift. Swift always hits, no matter what. Always. Guaranteed. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's a guaranteed hit. Not necessarily guaranteed, you know, great damage, but a guaranteed hit. And that can be useful. You need to ensure that something will take something out. Alright, now let's see if we get submissioned. See if we get that crit submission. It can happen. A very scary thing. No, we're gonna crit it instead and just kill it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's alright. We can work with it. We can work with this. Despite my belly aching, we can work with this. Right. One more chance to show us how a real trainer fights, Agatha. What do you got? Not much so far. too terribly much so far. Taking them out one by one. Go ahead and throw down the bite. And then the fly. Thing that's most likely to go wrong. That's what it was voted in high school. Most likely to go wrong. Why? It didn't know. Alright, let's Agatha down. Go ahead and throw down a soft boil just in case. I know it's only 24 health, but you never know. I don't want to chance something going wrong with this. Alright, Lance. You've got one more chance to sick your indestructible dragon Pokemon on me. Still waiting to see it. These others aren't so indestructible. They've been all brought down. With Slash, and Surf, and Coinage. Lots of coinage. Copious coinage, in fact. Okay, we'll get 2 from this Dragonair. Not a bad number. Nice and round. Nice and even. What about you? What do you have? Just the one. Alright. Go ahead and take out this Aerodactyl. If you would be so kind as to not miss, this thing does know Supersonic. There you go. Like clockwork. Now, Dragonite. Got one more chance. One more chance. Live the dream. Put up the barrier. That's not barrier. You know that's not barrier. Hyper Potion? Well, there's barrier. Slight problem with that, buddy. Slight problem. It's not enough. Not enough to save you. Alas. Alright, so we've got one extra payday to use. Just use it on the Gyarados, I guess. Fuck it. Fuck it. Gyarados it is. It's fine. We can work with it. We can work with this. After Big Guy is done with all his gloating, he's going to come in and throw money at his Pokemon. Let's get that mirror move. Last chance, buddy. Last chance. Give us the mirror move. I make my day. Sky Attack! Whatever. Whatever. I will take my frustrations out on your Alakazam. Right. Then just swap over to Sheridan for Rhydon. As one does. Alright, now we are in the home stretch. So we're going to slash Executor. Gonna cut down that big old tree. Then Gyarados, we'll throw the money at. Got one more payday to use. They all hit. Lovely. Dragon Rage. I am not afraid of Dragon Rage. It is almost as ineffectual as regular Rage. It is an absolutely garbage move. Then there was one. Day to you, sir. Goodbye. Sweet. Alright. So I think we've got some money to spend. A significant quantity of cash indeed. Let's go ahead and bike over. Take a nice ride across Celadon City. Alright, what do we want to buy today? First things first. 8 calcium. Let's just go ahead and get that taken care of. Next. 12 Carbos, if we can afford that. We can. So then, we just need 14 iron. That's it. That is it. We don't have enough for that, I don't think. No. We're very, very close, though. We are 6 off. We are 6 off. Getting a full 60 stack of iron. So yeah, we can definitely get all of our stat boosters bought tomorrow. And that gets started. Buying all the TMs we need. We're getting the money for that at least. Not item, we need Pokemon. Fly. We're not biking to the Indigo Plateau from here. I would prefer not to. Alright, so let's head on in. We're healed up. I think we're all in order. Yep. So we'll save the game. And next time, we shall end the grind for stat boosters and begin the grind for TMs. Until then, take care.